We live. We live.
When did you first know you wanted to be a rapper?
First time I knew I wanted to MC. I think it was a gradual step from being a DJ at the age of 13, going into engineering at the age of 15, into production, and eventually, you know, I felt like I started tackling all the different elements of hip hop. So I wanted to kind of get into the whole art of MCing, and for me, it was an easy step going from DJing to production to engineering to MCing. It was just an easy step. I mean, I was able to record myself, produce my own music, and then turn around and play it on the DJ system when I was done. So, you know.
What was the process like for you making that transition, you know, from DJing to engineering to producing, and now as a rapper? Like, what was that like for you? Was it an easy transition?
I think when you think like I do, when you have a mind like I do, and you're a thinker, I'm a watcher. I watch everything around me. I like to know what's going on at all times. You start to learn that you know, everything in music incorporates everything from, I mean, basically from music. I mean, you know, engineering is not too far off of MCing, because when you're in a music setting, it's just you and the engineer. You know, it's just you and the producer. It's just you and the DJ when you're doing shows. So really and truly, I just learned how to play both parts. I learned how to play both positions each and every time.
How did you learn to DJ? Were you self-taught?
Self-taught. I mean, I had some people on my block. I grew up on 164th and Wash Heights, and I had some people on my block that would help me here and there, teach me little tricks and trades. I didn't have the 1200 turntables. I had the belt drive Geminis, and you know, so I had to put the quarters on my needles. You know, I had to put the paper underneath the needle arm, and you know, so to keep it steady. And I had to learn how to scratch real light. So for me, it was, you know, it's just a graduation going from that into production. I mean, like I said, virtually everything has kind of intertwines in some way. So, you know, it was an easy step, easy step.
Right, so you managed to successfully infuse the East Coast, West Coast, and the Dirty South in your music. But which one really identifies Mims?
I mean, to me, in my opinion, I think just in that sense, because I fused everything together, that's my identity. You know, I'm probably one of the few artists, even from New York for that matter, that like to embrace music across the country, and I'm not afraid to listen to a down south record and say, man, I love this record. You know, a lot of people won't pay homage when homage is due, but I'm one of those, you know, very few cats that actually, I'll show love. I show love to the whole thing that's going on in the hyphy movement in the Bay. You know, I show love to what's going on in the West Coast. I'm on the LA side of things, even down in San Diego. I mean, there's so many different parts of the West Coast. I know we always talk about Cali, but it ain't really just Cali, man. You got Phoenix, you know, Arizona, you got Portland, Oregon. I mean, different areas, man. And I just like to embrace all types of music. So I think that's what defines me as an artist, the fact that I have the ability to do that.
Your CD is called Music is My Savior. What do you mean by that? What is music savior?
I think, you know, they had an interesting commercial on TV a couple years back about like the Boys and Girls Club, and there was this little kid walking from school through the hood, through alleyways, and he would walk, you know, take the back way to his house or whatever the case may be, but really and truly he was taking the back way to the Boys and Girls Club, something like that. But music for me was that, you know, it allowed me to kind of be blindsided from everything. Like I had a straight vision, so everything that was going on over here, I wasn't worried about it, which, you know, could have been the negative side of things. And you know, I mean, everything that's going on over here, I couldn't see it. So for me, music saved my life because it you know, kept me out of trouble. It kept me. I'm not gonna say I'm an angel. You know, I've done some negative things in my past, but you know, right when I might have been able to get caught doing that negative thing, music called me and said, yo, you need to get home and you need to make this another record. So I was there and I got out of trouble like that, you know. So